In this video, we are going to discuss the solutions and answers to our formative assessment number 4. So let's start with the part 1, wherein you will try to match the correct answers of the following 5 questions. So first item, e raised to x ln 4 is equal to 1/4. So we are going to solve for the value or values of x here. So for this one, since meron tayong e raised to something and yung exponent natin which is x ln 4, okay? So we can rewrite this as e raised to yung x ln 4 gagawin nating ln of 4 raised to x. Okay? So by power rule, I can do that. Is equal to 1/4. So using the property of logarithm, so pwede nating ma-cancel out yung base e and the natural logarithm here. Okay? So leaving us with 4 raised to x dito sa left side. And for the right side, since alam natin that 1/4 is just equal to 4 raised to negative 1, so yun yung isulat natin, 4 raised to negative 1. Same base, the base sa left side ay 4, the base sa right side ay 4 din. So we can cancel or drop down the common base. So drop down this 4. Then we are left with x equals negative 1. So ito yung sagot natin for item 1. Item 2. So we have here 1/2 raised to x plus 4 is equal to 8 raised to 2x minus 6. In the first loop, magkaiba yung ating base. Sa left side, meron tayong base na 1/2. Sa right side, meron tayong base na 8. So let's try first to come up with a common base kung kaya. I know that 1/2 is just 2 raised to negative 1. So, i-rewrite lang natin yung 1/2 sa 2 raised to negative 1. And similarly, for the right side, I can rewrite 8 as 2 cube. Kasi 2 times 2 times 2 is equal to 8. Okay? So, I am left with this equation. Now, to combine the two exponents, so dito sa left side, meron tayong negative 1 na exponent, tapos naka-raise pa sa another exponent which is x plus 4. So, kung gusto nating pagsamahin yung dalawang exponents, we are going to multiply them. Okay? So, I can write my left side as 2 raised to negative 1 times the quantity x plus 4. Okay? Using the same technique dito sa right side natin, we can write this as 2 raised to 3 times the quantity 2x minus 6. So, meron na tayong common base na 2. So, we can now drop down the bases. And we are left with negative 1 times x plus 4 equals 3 times 2x minus 6. So, sana alam na natin tong i-evaluate. So, this is negative x minus 4 equals 6x minus 18. Lahat ng x dito sa right side and lahat ng constants dito sa left side. If we do that, we will obtain 7x equals 14. Therefore, x is equal to 2. Item number 3. So, 5 raised to x squared multiplied by 5 raised to 6x is equal to 1/25 raised to x minus 2. Okay? So, for the left side of our equation, it is a multiplication of two exponential terms. So if we want to combine the two terms into a single term, we can perform addition property of exponents. Okay, so we can add the exponents to combine this into one exponential term. So this becomes 5 raised to x squared plus 6x. And on the right side, itong 1 over 25 pwede natin gawin na base 5. Okay, so 1 over 25 is just 1 over 5 squared, and this is just 5 raised to negative 2. Okay, so we can write the right side as 5 raised to negative 2 raised to x minus 2. Then further simplifying the right side, meron ulit tayong dalawang exponents, so we can combine them by multiplying. So negative 2 times the quantity x minus 2. Okay, so same yung base, pwede na natin i-drop. Okay, leaving us with x squared plus 6x is equal to, so we are going to simplify this term. This is negative 2x plus 4, giving us a quadratic equation. So this is x squared plus 8x minus 4 equals 0. Now this quadratic equation is not factorable, therefore we can apply our quadratic formula. Recall that our quadratic formula is negative b plus minus the square root of the discriminant, which is b squared minus 4ac, divided by 2a. So you know your a, b, and c. Plugging into our equation, you should be able to get x negative 4 plus minus 2 square root of 5. So hindi ko na ipapakita yung full solution. Number 4, 2 raised to 1 minus 2x equals 3 times the quantity 2 raised to x plus 1. As you can see, meron tayong different base dito, which is 3. Okay, so let's try to isolate the different base sa right side. To do that, we are going to divide both sides of the equation by 2 raised to x plus 1. Okay, bakit ko ginawa yon? Para ma-cancel out na itong terms na ito, thereby giving us only 3 sa right side. Okay, so this is equal to 3. Now for the left side of your equation, this one right here, paano natin siya i-combine into one single term? Okay, so applying the quotient property of exponents, if you divide two exponential terms, you are going to subtract the exponents. Okay, so exponent sa numerator minus the exponent sa denominator. So provided that we have the same base na 2, okay, so my exponent would be 1 minus 2x minus the quantity x plus 1. Okay, so simplifying this further, yung ating exponent, so 1 minus 1 is 0, negative 2x minus x, that is negative 3x. So I have this as my exponential equation. 2 raised to negative 3x is equal to 3. Okay, so how will we solve for the value of x? Recall that we can transform this one into its equivalent logarithmic form. Okay, so using that logarithmic form, I can write it as log base 2 of negative 3x is equal to, sorry, this should be log base 2 of 3, okay, is equal to negative 3x. Ayan. Okay, so tama na yan. If we want to solve for x, so divide both sides by negative 3. Okay? So, giving us x is equal to log base 2 of 3 divided by negative 3. Or, we can also write this as negative 1/3 times log base 2 of 3. Okay? And last item for part 1. So, we have the natural log of x plus 2 plus natural log of x minus 4 equals 1/2 ln of 49. Now, for the left side of the equation, we can use the product rule to combine these two terms. So, this is ln of the quantity x plus 2 times x minus 4. Okay? For the right side naman, we can apply the power rule para yung 1/2 na coefficient i-transfer natin sa argument. So, this is ln of 49 raised to 1/2. So, 49 raised to 1/2 is just the square root of 49. And we know that the square root of 49 is plus minus 7. Now, it is also noted that hindi pwedeng maging negative yung argument natin. Therefore, ang magiging sagot lang natin dito ay ln of 7. Okay, so hindi pwedeng mag-negative 7. Now, what we have here is a logarithmic equation. So, same yung logarithm, both sides. So, parehong naka-natural log. Therefore, we can drop down the ln's. And giving us x plus 2 times x minus 4 is equal to 7. Okay? Using your FOIL method to expand the left side of your equation, this is x squared minus 2x minus 8 is equal to 7. Okay? Transferring everything para mag-0 yung right side. This is x squared minus 2x minus 15 equals 0. So, this is factorable. Ang factors natin, x minus 5 at x plus 3 equals 0. So, giving us two values of x equals 5 or x equals negative 3. So, i-check pa natin to, no, kung pwede yung dalawang values na to or hindi pwede yung isa. So, if we check x is equal to 5 doon sa ating original equation, okay, or dito na lang sa simplified version, so substitute every value of x ng 5. So this is ln of 5 plus 2 which is 7, tapos 5 minus 1 is 5 minus 4 is 1. Okay, so ln of 7 times 1 is ln 7, which is correct. So, check din natin yung isa pa, x equals negative 3. So, plugging in the value of x to be negative 3, this is ln of negative 3 plus 2 is negative 1. Negative 3 minus 4 is negative 7. Okay? So, negative 1 times negative 7 is positive 7. So, ln 7. So, pwede rin, no? However, in the choices, ang nakalagay lang ay x equals 5. So, walang x equals 3. So, obviously, pwede pala both. Okay, so let's proceed to part 2. Short response. Okay, so item number 6. Solve for the value of x in this exponential equation. So, ang pwede natin gawin dito, si negative 1, ilipat natin sa kabila. Okay, pag ginawa yon, we have here 4 raised to x squared minus 2 is equal to 1. Okay, and we know that 1, if gusto natin siyang maging base 4, ano ulit yung sinabi natin? Any number raised to the power of 0 gives us the value of 1. So, meaning, 4 raised to 0 is just equal to 1. So we can rewrite that, no? So 1, instead of writing 1, we can write it as 4 raised to 0. Okay? So what do we have here? We have common base, which is 4. Pwede na nating i-drop down yung common base, giving us x squared minus 2 equals 0. By square root property, this is x squared is equal to 2. So x is plus minus the square root of 2. Okay? That's for item 6. For item 7, we have e raised to the power of 3 ln x equals 27. So for the left side, I can rewrite it as e raised to ln x cube. Okay, by power rule, no? Si 3 nilipat natin sa loob ng argument, kaya naging exponent siya. Then by the property of logarithms, e ln is cancelled, giving us only x cube dito sa left side. And for the right side, so 27. Yan. So let's just write it as 27. So x is therefore the cube root of 27. X equals 3. Number 8. So this one, for number 8, hindi na natin pwedeng galawin yung left side kasi isang term na lang siya. Okay, so let's just write it as is. However, for the right side, we have 2 log terms and the operation in between is subtraction. Therefore, we can use the quotient rule to combine these 2 log terms. Okay, so combining them by quotient rule, we have log base 3 of 2 divided by 1 over 5. Okay, same log on the left and right sides. Pwede natin i-cancel ito, log base 3, giving us x plus 6 is equal to 2 divided by 1/5 is just 10. Okay, so x is therefore 10 minus 6 or 4. Number 9, 2 raised to x minus 3 equals 7. So we want to find x, however, hindi natin pwede itong ma-drop down yung mga bases since they are different. So what we can do is to take the logarithm of both sides. So this is log of 2 raised to x minus 3 equals log 7. Okay? Using the power rule, itong exponent ilagay sa unahan, magiging x minus 3 times log base 2 equals log 7. Divide both sides by log 2. Okay, so cancel. X minus 3 is equal to log 7 over log 2. By change of base formula, I can write this as log base 2 of 7. Okay, so if we want to solve only for x, x is equal to log base 2 of 7 plus 3. Last item. So this one was solved during our meeting last Wednesday, March 13. Okay, so different bases of logarithms. We have 1/2, we have 2, and 8. However, pwede natin silang isulat in common. Okay, so ano yung common dito sa 1/2, 2, at 8? We can all write them as base 2. So paano natin gagawin yon? So let's just rewrite these terms first using the change of base formula. So for the first term, I can write it as log x over log 1/2. Okay? For the second term, I can write it as log x over log 2. And for third term, that is log x over log 8. And let's just write 4 for the right side of our equation. Now, again, 1/2, 2, and 8 can be written as numbers with base 2. So, let us just use base 2 here for our log terms. No? So, pwede naman yan. Basta kung ano yung base na ginamit natin sa numerator, yun din dapat yung gagamitin sa denominator. Okay? Now, for the denominators, eto, we can now easily evaluate this. So, log base 2 of 1/2 is just negative 1. Okay? So, for the first term, I can write it as log base 2 of x divided by negative 1, or that is just negative log base 2 of x. Okay? For the second term, so this is log base 2 of x divided by log base 2 of 2 is just equal to 1. Okay? So this is 1 times log base 2 of x. Then for the third term, yung denominator natin, log base 2 of 8 is equal to 3. So this is 1 over 3 log base 2 of x. Okay? Now, kung mapapansin nyo, meron tayong common expression dito, which is log base 2 of x. So if we try to let a variable, let's say a, to be equal to log base 2 of x, okay? So we can rewrite further this equation as negative a plus 1/3 a equals 4. Negative a plus a is 0. So 1/3 a equals 4. Okay? Therefore, this is a is equal to 4 times 3, which is 12. Pero hindi yung a yung sinosolve natin, kundi yung value ni x. So, substituting back, we know that a is log base 2 of x. Okay? So, log base 2 of x equals 12. Therefore, if we want to solve for x, we need to transform this into its exponential form. So, 2 raised to 12 is equal to x. So, x is 2 raised to 12. So, okay na tong sagot. Pero if you want to get the exact value, 2 raised to 12 is 4,096. Okay?